noticing thoughts practice. So beginning by finding a place where you know you won't be disturbed and set yourself up in your usual sitting posture in a chair or on the floor. Tuning in to how your body feels in this sitting posture. Feeling the ground under your feet. The contact of your body with the chair or the cushion. The stability of the lower body and the uprightness of the upper body. Neck and head in alignment with the spine. And closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Softening your jaw and relaxing the shoulders. And starting as usual by taking a few deep, slow, deliberate breaths to energize the body and help bring the attention right into the body. So at your own pace, taking a deep breath in and another deep breath out. And then another in your own time. And now allowing the breath to settle into its own natural rhythm, however that is, and however long it needs to settle. Inviting the attention to gently alight on the physical sensations of breath, wherever they're experienced the most predominantly in the body. So that might be the whole breath as it moves through the body, or maybe it's narrow in focus in the chest area, the belly, or the throat. We'll call this place where we experience the breath sensations most predominantly the anchor point. An anchor to the present moment, which we can return to whenever the mind wanders. So placing the attention on that area, perhaps even placing your hand over that area, noticing all the tiny, subtle sensations. And then starting to widen the attention from the breath to the whole of the body. With a friendly curiosity, observing the physical sensations felt in the body, maybe subtle, maybe not so subtle. Sensations of tingling, heaviness, lightness, warmth, pressure. And whenever you notice that the mind has wandered, notice that point of waking up when the attention is returned and gently returning the attention to the body sensations. Body sensations as the anchor point. And shifting the attention now to hearing, taking in all the subtle and not so subtle sounds around. Can there be simply hearing without thinking about the sounds? Observing sounds as they come and go, not attaching to them, not taking one more important than another. Sounds from the environment or sounds from inside the body, either pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. Noticing variations in sound and silence, moment by moment. And when there's an awareness of thinking about or judging sounds, simply notice these as thoughts and gently bringing the attention back to hearing. And so now making a shift to the sounds that the mind is producing, thoughts. Until now, we've been turning our attention away from thoughts and focusing on the breath, body sensations, or sounds. Now we're actually going to turn the attention towards the thoughts. Is it possible to observe thoughts the same way as observing sounds? Observing thoughts as they come and go, not attaching to them, not giving priority to one thought over the other. Observing thoughts without entering into the content of the thoughts or following their story. The thoughts might be loud and clear or subtle background thoughts. There might be long streams of thoughts or lots of short thoughts. Notice how thoughts come and go. Thoughts can be words, sentences, images. Much of the time, the thoughts will pull the attention away. This is common and a part of the way our mind works. Notice the moment when there's a waking up to the stories and dramas of thinking. This is a moment of waking up to the present moment. If it's useful, labeling the thoughts as thinking, letting go of them, and returning to observing the next flow of thoughts. It's not always easy to notice thoughts without getting lost in them. If you want, when there's an awareness of a thought, you can label it, for example, worry, remembering, regretting, shopping list, and then returning to observing what thought will show up next. If thoughts are overwhelming or create strongly unpleasant emotions, there's always the breath or other body sensations to anchor back to the present moment. Letting thoughts be at the background of awareness and focusing attention on the breath. And then when or if you're ready, opening back up to noticing thoughts. And as we come towards the end of this practice, letting the thoughts shift to the background of awareness and returning to the breath. Following the breath gently and slowly, all the way in and all the way out. Breath just as it is. And offering yourself some appreciation for taking this time for yourself. What we just practiced together in this noticing thoughts practice is not always easy. It takes time and practice to learn to relate to thoughts with more acceptance and distance. So you might find it difficult at first. If you find yourself getting frustrated, notice those thoughts too. You might want to bring in some visualization techniques to help you observe thoughts. If it's helpful, you can visualize thoughts as clouds passing through the sky, or maybe as cars passing by. Or maybe imagining each thought as an air balloon rising in the sky. Or leaves floating downriver as you sit by the river, watching them floating by. You can catch and label thoughts and store them in folders. You could create 4 to 5 of your own folders and store with your mind's eye the thoughts in them. So, for instance, regretting, remembering, to-do list, fantasy. If none of these images are helpful, be creative and find your own imagery that helps you observe thoughts coming and going.